Hey, happy Friday. Welcome to the Tech Reps. Hope all is well. I'm going to try and explain a little bit more because some people are still asking me what we're doing. This time of the year, this time of the month, you guys are getting a lot of phone calls from distributors, rep companies, maybe even manufacturers that you have to hit a certain number by the end of the year to get your rewards program. Any of you guys that have supported me know I'm not calling you at the end of the month for a sale. I play offense all month, and if you guys can support me through the whole month, I shouldn't have to worry about end of month sales. So with that, I told you that I want to go after retail. The world has changed. With Amazon now in the arena of providing home services, I see some big manufacturers. I'll say Control 4 is growing a huge audience with the marketing they're doing. We know what Bose did with their marketing. That's the most important thing right now, is really getting to the end user. So when somebody goes on the website at techreps.com and orders, say, a pair of planter speakers, and it's an end user, they'll pay for the planter speakers, but then we're going to find a local rep to deliver those speakers and engage with the customer so they have the proper expertise to get it installed. And if they need anything else, that dealer will be there to support them. And I know it's a very non-traditional way to go about business, but the internet's really changed everything. And I don't think that you guys are really taking advantage of that. We can compare it probably to when the car first came out. Everybody said it's too loud, it's too dangerous, the horse is the way to go. When we had beepers, then we went to cell phones and said I'd never text. And we went to all kinds of things. We just do not adapt quickly, and I'm trying to do that, and that's why I left my last position, because I know the way that this industry is going very quickly, and I don't want to get left behind. So we have the YouTube channel, throwing some videos out there. The Instagram is awesome. A lot of good things happening on the direct messages between real estate agents, architects, designers, end users, and just other manufacturers. You'll notice that I mention other manufacturers that I don't even support, but I believe in them, and there's no reason to leave them out of the equation. We know what works, and that's why we want to engage with the end user and have these events with you to help the end user understand what we do, and again, understand what works so you guys aren't going back for service calls. All right, so they can go to the website, they can purchase these products retail. You guys will get the phone call. We're going to Instagram. And actually what we're going to do is we're going to search the hashtag for that area. And the reason we're doing this is, so if a customer buys a set of planter speakers in Southern California, I'll go to that city on Instagram and I'll find a participating AV dealer that qualifies. I like going through social media because those guys are forward thinking instead of just picking somebody up out of the yellow pages, which the yellow pages is dead anyway. So yeah, we're going after the end user to educate them, to have the bigger audience, to compete realistically, and just leverage the internet with all this information. So I hope you guys do the same. I hope you join us on one of these platforms and start sharing material and really becoming a part of the team. Another part of that is we have over 700 dealers that we can reach out to. The number grows every day because dealers really understand where we're coming from. I spoke to a dealer the other day. He was trying to get a Honeywell panel married to a Lutron lighting system, and it was a second house. It was a vacation house, and the issue was, how does he control the two individual houses? So after 3 days, and he said approximately 6 hours between the manufacturers, himself trying to figure it out, he spent 6 hours, and that's profit. That's eroding the money that you guys are making. And now I have that information from that dealer by just having a conversation with him. And any dealer that has a question, maybe you have a guy stuck on a job Friday night, manufacturer's not picking up their tech support line. Maybe it's a Saturday or a Sunday. Maybe it's the middle of the day and you don't want to wait 40 minutes on the phone. Shoot me an email with the issue and I'll shoot that out to the dealers that registered with the website. They'll then come back to us and give us the answer. Homeowner, you're more than welcome to ask us. As we said, we have plenty of dealers that have the right information. We're not just putting products in our lineup to make money. The products we offer are solutions, not about sales. Artcoustic, Madison Fielding, planter speakers, LumCache, two other dealers that we're really excited about coming on board in the first of the month. And we have a really cool video we're going to drop on Monday, which I just cannot wait. Hopefully it'll break the internet. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. Again, it has nothing to do with the tech reps, but just the industry, a lot of volunteers, and I appreciate everybody that supported me on this, and look forward to getting that video out to you guys and putting little smiles on a lot of faces. I also always like to talk to you guys about Alexa and giving you my views on the industry. I told you guys back in probably April or May, I think that Snap, your ADI, your Avids, all those big distribution companies will eventually sell retail. It's the only way that these companies are going to be able to grow and afford to give their employees raises. So when you say ADI or Snap or a big distribution company, and this is just my speculation, I have no inside information, I'm not knocking these guys, I think it's just a willingness to fight for the sale or to support the customer in a direct way. When a distribution company opens up a retail website and then uses their dealer database to support those installs, I think those distribution companies will really start winning. And again, providing the best value back to the dealer, which is a referral. You know, again, you got these phone calls all month long. I need a sale, and I'm not about that. And I don't want to see the industry like that. It's very frustrating. Offense, offense, offense. Again, why I left my last position, I got tired of playing defense. So hopefully you guys are starting to absorb what I'm doing here. I'm excited. I love the phone calls that come in. You guys are coaching me on, inspiring me. My manufacturers that stand behind me. We have great conversations about what I'm talking about. I spoke to a distribution company and they're building a retail website. I mean, it's going to happen and we're just going to force it and not get left behind. So back to Alexa. I asked you, or I told you, or I'm trying to get you to do an Alexa skill. And the reason why I think it's so important is there's a big land grab for Alexa skills. When the Apple iPhone first came out, there was only a few apps, and those apps got all the attention, right? So Alexa is a brand new device or a breed of things that are coming, which is voice control. If you guys can get an Alexa skill now, you'll have leverage over the companies that are going to sit there in 2 years or 3 years and start to jump in on that platform. So, and for you guys, I just heard, I'm a big Gary Vee fan. If you don't know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, I recommend you at least sit down for an evening and watch 2 hours of one of his keynote speaks. It's where I get a lot of my information. But when you do your Alexa skill or you get involved with Alexa, imagine it was 1998 and I'm sitting here telling you to buy a Google stock, and you'd probably look at me like I had two heads, and you're probably doing that right now about this Alexa skill. But you need to understand or comprehend that we're going to be deep into voice. It saves time. On average, we speak 150 words per minute, and we can only type 40 words per minute. So when you think about voice, standing in the bathroom brushing your teeth, and you remember you have to order a t-shirt or some item that would take you 45 minutes to go to the store, it's right there. Alexa, order toothpaste, and it's done, and it adds it to its shopping list. That's only touching the surface. I mean, we're going to get, in the morning, you'll have your news brief. It'll probably tell you what your appointments are, how much money you have in the bank, what TV show is on. That first 5 or 7 minutes is going to be crucial in the morning for Alexa. And as we go through our day, it's just so much easier when you guys start living with it. For the guys that I talk to and say they don't have, or they're not interested in Alexa, even some of the commercial manufacturers, a lot of you guys are moving into commercial now because the Alexa, it's coming that way too. So just prepare yourself and get into the Alexa skill. Please, if you have any questions, if I can help you, reach out and I'll give you some more information on that. All right? So I think that's it. I think that's a good piece of information. I hope you guys have a great weekend. It's a happy Friday. I don't care what day it is. It's happy for me because it's just great. All right, guys, have a great weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening, and hopefully this is some good information. Thanks. Ciao. All right, and part two for you faithful few. So the company that I mentioned about the security was Honeywell, and we all know the money that Honeywell has. Billions, I'm sure. They offered the Black Friday special. They had an alarm package. They have an alarm package on Indiegogo where they're raising the funds I told you. It just blows my mind. It's freaking genius when a huge manufacturer is smart enough to take advantage of other people's money to put out a product and get more awareness on social media, which is Indiegogo. So check that out. Really think about that. A manufacturer going directly to the retail, and where does that leave you guys? And when these other companies do that, whether it's a big control company, whoever it is that goes retail, and I see a lot of people on Instagram, a lot of manufacturers. I saw a manufacturer advertising a CD player, which blew my mind. But yeah, I've been taking screenshots. If you're on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. You see the discounts coming direct from the manufacturer, making the end user, whoever's closest to the end user wins, right, Gary? I mean, it's just simple and it's easy, and we have the ability to do that with social media. if you're tired of hearing me about social media, wait until 2 years when you go to try and get on the internet. I heard the statistic that in 24 hours, more material is created than the whole decade of the 1950s. And if you think about that, and you think that you're going to get on the internet in a year or 2 years and penetrate, it's going to be impossible unless you have some really creative. And I'm not saying it is impossible. I'm just saying that the stakes are going to be really high as time goes on. With every second that passes, you guys are losing attention. You're just losing. So please, let's talk. Let's do this. All right. Happy Friday again. Ciao. If you have any questions, give me a ring. Planter Speakers has an awesome pedestal speaker coming out. I'm going to send you guys some pictures. It's an indoor speaker, extremely elegant. And what they did was they made a compartment in the back of the speaker where you could put a Sonos or a Hios or a Russ Sound or whatever kind of streaming audio directly into the speaker that you don't see. And it plays from this beautifully crafted speaker. Again, I'll send you guys some pictures. And LumCache, the low voltage lighting company, it is coming. I know it's coming. I'm a gambler. Just as I left my last job, which was nice, I'm gambling, and hopefully I'm going to win. And hopefully I'm going to win with you guys, all right? So I hope you have a great weekend, and thanks again for watching. Ciao.